What up, leaders? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're showing you developments at Timehri International Airport and the wider area around Timehri. That in fact is the army barracks. It used to be the Guyana Defense Force military base, and I understand now there'll be joint operations with the US Army, so I expect there's going to be military presence of the US Army in this area very shortly. Here is the airport compound, the airport complex, and in the last video I showed you they're building this Marriott. That's the Courtyard Marriott. In fact, you can go back and take a look at that video and see the new developments since the last time, right at the Courtyard Marriott here at Timehri International Airport. Let me give you a quick summary. That is in fact the Welcome to Guyana sign right up ahead. That's the Courtyard Marriott, and that's the road for departure. Right, so this is how far the Marriott has been completed. Right, this is the sign showing you the Marriott. This is the building that they're constructing. It's going to be a 6-story building. It's being completed or being built by a Chinese group, Qingjiang Group, and I'm not certain if this is another Marriott building, but it seems as if this part of the construction is on the way and almost complete. This is the Welcome to Guyana sign that you see when you're about to leave the airport. Right, so as you're departing the airport, this is the Welcome to Guyana sign that you would see when you're leaving. And I just want to walk you down to the other end of the airport complex so you get a feel for the scale, the size of the complex. So that is the military base here at Timehri, and this road runs beside the airport, runs around the perimeter of the airport, and for residents who live in the area would use this road to get to their homes or to get to Georgetown or to get to work. So it's not just an airport. The airport is part of the local municipality, the Timehri municipality. And the airport is just one of the major employers in this neck of the woods. As you can see from this distance, you can see the scale. That's the jetway, right? That's the, at this end is the departure gates. So for scale, from one end, right, from this end of the airport all the way to the other end. Let's see if we can show you. So from this end, that's one end of the airport, all the way to the other end of the airport. It looks like it could be about 1/4 of a mile, about 400 meters, right, in extent. And at this end you have those the air bridge and the departure gates, but the check-in area is all the way at the other end, so you actually have to check in your luggage at that end, and then there's a waiting area, the departure lounge where they're building a new food court in that middle section, and then you go past the arrival terminal, right? This is the arrival area. You go past that area to get to the air bridge and the departure gates. So that's the layout. That's the layout of the airport here at Timehri. And this is the perimeter, right? This is the road that goes around the perimeter. That, like I said, is the military base. Camp Stevenson. And this road runs beside the airport. Now the last time I was here, there was some construction going on at the opposite end, and that is where we're headed to see, in fact, if that work is completed. If you can recall, and if you can't, you can go take a look at that video from December 2022, where I actually showed the the postal service has a building there. There's a postal service building and a post office, and then the departure lounge. There's a whole lot of new construction. At that point I thought it might be new departure gates near the departure lounge, which in fact it's quite possible, but we're going to go take a look at it now to see if there's further completion or construction. Let me walk on the inside on the parking lot. So this is the entrance, one of the entrances and exits from the parking lot. Over there you can see that's the air bridge. Alright, the air bridge is quite long, like I said. If you're checking in at one end of the airport and departing at the other end of the airport, it's going to be quite a trek. I remember Phoenix, the airport at Phoenix, had the same arrangement where you check in and you have to go for like half a mile to get to the departure gates, and so they needed to have trolleys or even carts. But I can imagine for people who are, you know, compromised in their mobility, you're going to need something like a scooter or a motorized wheelchair, or some golf carts to take you from one end of the airport to the next, as is the case for a number of airports. I think Phoenix, the airport at Phoenix in Arizona, was one of those airports that had a very, very great distance between the departure area and check-in, the departure gates and the check-in area. This section, this midsection, is still on the construction. You can go back to the last video and see that. I showed you that there's actually huge cavernous space on both the ground floor and the upper floor, and they're building apparently a food court and departure lounges where you can sit and have your food and snacks after checking in. This is the Lotus Eats, Lotus restaurant at the entrance, which we saw when we were coming in, the arrival. This is it, guys. This is the perspective of the airport. Shows you how the airport is laid out. And where the Marriott is in relation to the airport. So over there, that's the new Marriott. You can see it's rising above construction, the construction crane rising above the landscape. And over here, that's the second entrance to this parking lot area. Here it's the Lotus Eat, Lotus restaurant, Lotus Restaurant and Bar. Or you have some lunch, a spot of lunch or a snack if you're waiting for on this side of the terminal for guests to arrive. Hello. Orange juice? Do you have orange juice?
Yes, we have.
Orange juice.
We have it in bus syrup and French.
Okay, how much for the dog?
The bus is 440.
How much is Pepsi?
The big Pepsi is 300.
So guys, I'm gonna get me a Pepsi here at the Lotus Restaurant. Pepsi.
Wait for you.
Thanks. So that's what's up, guys. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. In the comments below, tell me what you think about the new developments here at the Timehri International Airport, Cheddi Jagan International Airport. What do you think about the new Marriott Courtyard that's being constructed nearby? And the layout, in this video you've seen the layout of the airport complex. Thank you very much. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here in Georgetown, Guyana. Later!